Good afternoon. I'm back. This is Fade to Black breaking news for Monday, December 4th, 2023. This is all of the news that you need. I'm Jimmy Church. Help support the show. You know what to do. Get your T-shirts. There's 2 ways to get them, 2 shirts to get, and the links are below. Help support the show. And also today, December 4th, is the premiere of season two of Into the Vortex. And you can head over to Gaia and check it out. And if you don't have a Gaia subscription, the links for that are below. But season 2 of Into the Vortex, world premiere today. All right. Now, I am back from Peru. I was there from November, I don't even remember now. November, I think 14th, 15th, all the way through this past weekend. And it's hard to believe that last Wednesday, 5 days ago, I was in Pumapunku. And I did a live stream of that. And if you haven't, I was able to live stream. By the way, Peru, excellent cell service throughout the country, and Bolivia, excellent cell service. And I was able to live stream from Pumapunku. And if you haven't seen that live stream, head over to my Facebook page and you can check it out there. It's pretty incredible. As far as I know, it's the first time anybody ever live streamed from Pumapunku. And it's a pretty incredible site. So go and check out the video. All right. Also tonight on Fade to Black, it is December 4th. I am going to do a full recap of my trip to Peru and Bolivia. I'm just going to let everybody know I'm still getting things organized because I uploaded into a folder 3,800 images. That's right. I'm going to say that again. I was trigger happy. 3,800 images. Now, we're not going to go through all of those tonight on the show, but I will do all of the sites and I will get through that. I also have 200 video clips. Again, some of them are really long. I am going to put together a documentary of the trip. So I made sure that I shot complete video of every site that we visited. It was incredible, and images. And there you go. Now I only took so many selfies. I took maybe I don't know, maybe 4 dozen or so. I took selfies with everybody that was on the tour. That was 30 people. And then some other stuff. The rest of it, all research and the images I've gone through, and I am, even for me, I'm impressed. I did a lot of stuff. So I wanted to make sure that I had everything complete because I'm going to put together a really cool movie. Okay. So, and I'll be working on that. My schedule, I am going to be in town for much of December and January. 2024 is already booked up. I will go through my schedule for 2024 very soon here with everybody. I'm going to do less travel. I mean, this year I went to 6, 7, 8 countries in 2023. It was a very, very, very heavy travel schedule. And I do want to say to everybody out there that missed me during shows because I was traveling, it's the first time in my life that after doing this show for 10 years, much of it 6 and 7 days a week, if you include coast to coast, I haven't had any time off. And finally, I pumped the brakes And I said, I want to see the world. I keep talking about these places. I keep interviewing all these great researchers that have been to these locations, but I haven't been there myself. Now I am starting to assemble a totally different perspective because now I have been to so many sites and I'm checking them off, checking them off, checking them off. And I've got a few other places that I still need to visit. I would like to see the whole world. And I'm going to complete some of that in 2024. So I can be somebody that can comment on these sites and have my own perspective, both from a historical viewpoint, a scientific viewpoint, and certainly a spiritual and cultural viewpoint. And I will say this: Peru did not disappoint. As I move on, I've got a lot of news I want to cover today, but I wanted to get that part out of the way. Okay, so thanks for putting up with me, but now I'm accumulating this knowledge for you, and I will continue to share all of it. One last comment. I'll mention this certainly tonight on the show. After visiting Peru, now I've been to Egypt twice. But after visiting Peru and putting Central America to the side because of the Mayan culture, and I'm talking about Mexico, Belize, Honduras, Guatemala, Costa Rica, and the Mayan stuff that is there, which means I'm going to be visiting there in 2024. More on that later as that develops. But putting Mexico and Central America to the side, one thing I want you to understand and wrap your head around: we know what Egypt has, and it's everywhere, and it's incredible, and it's ancient, and it's megalithic. Peru and Bolivia, Bolivia only because of modern borders, right? But back in the days of ancient cultures, there was no border there. It's just one piece of land. So, but let's just say Peru for now. Peru is the same as Egypt. Very unique in that everywhere you go, and I visited Paracas, I visited Cusco, Tiwanaku, Lake Titicaca, of course Lima, and other towns along the way. Everywhere you go, there is a ginormous, impressive, tear-causing megalithic site that is unexplainable and ginormous, and it's everywhere. But it's not like that in Chile or Argentina or Brazil or Guatemala or Venezuela, Paraguay, Uruguay, Ecuador. It's not like that. It's just Peru, and there's something to it. So I'm still unpacking. I'm telling you, I am unpacking what I saw. It was absolutely incredible. So we will go through all of that. I will be going back to Peru and Bolivia next year with Brian Forrester. It'll be around the same timeline. It'll be in the middle to end of November of next year. We've got the dates. As soon as everything gets formalized, websites and posters and graphics and all of that, as soon as that gets done, I'll present that to all of you. But after what you're going to see tonight on the show and what I have to say about this over the next year, you're going to want to come on this trip with us to Bolivia and Peru. It's beyond anything that I could talk about. So you'll see those images tonight. All right. So got all of that out of the way. I'm excited to be back. And by the way, Peru in November, hot, warm, hot. Only a couple of cool days. I took jackets, I took gloves, thinking it's November, and I'm going to be at 15,000 feet in the Andes Mountains. And it was beautiful. it was just perfect. And so I only wore my jacket when we went on boats, and didn't even really need it for that. But I'm saying that because I come back to California and it's 20 degrees here in the Mojave Desert and flash freezing and all of that. It was colder in Los Angeles by a lot than it was in Peru. Okay. All right. Let's get to the breaking news. What do we have up first? Oh, on this day in history, 1533, the 3-year-old who became Ivan the Terrible was proclaimed Grand Prince of Moscow upon the death of his father, Grand Prince Vasily III, with his mother ruling in Ivan's name until her death in 1538, which was 5 years later. So that means Ivan the Terrible got control at the age of 8. And all that happened on this day in 1533. Here's your fader fact. Check this out. Darius McCallum. Okay, write that down. Darius McCallum was arrested 32 times for impersonating a transit worker. That's right, a train engineer, a bus driver, a transit worker. He commandeered countless buses and subway trains for over 30 years, always staying on route, on time, and on schedule. No mistakes. All without official employment. Seriously, look this dude up. Absolutely incredible. All right, let's get to the breaking news. Rizz, R-I-Z-Z, Rizz has been named the word of the year for 2023 by Oxford University Press. I've never even heard the word. I'm going to use it now, though. Rizz. The word might not mean anything to you because you're probably not Generation Z, but it's used massively online with billions of views of the hashtag Rizz on TikTok. According to Oxford University Press, which publishes, of course, the Oxford English Dictionary, it is defined as having style, having charm, or being attractive, and with the ability to attract a romantic or sexual partner. The term is thought to be shortened from the word charisma. There you go. Rizz is now the word of the year. Okay. An enormous hydrothermal vent field with ancient 50-foot tall chimneys has been discovered near an underwater volcano. The 2,000-foot-long hydrothermal field is teeming with life and has giant chimneys spouting boiling water, all next to an underwater volcano off the coast of Ecuador. The research team was on a 30-day expedition off the coast of Ecuador when they detected clusters of ancient chimneys dotted along a 2,000-foot stretch of seabed on the western edge of an underwater volcano called Los Huelos East, according to a statement released by the Schmidt Ocean Institute. Incredible discoveries every day. It's right next to where I was, too, as well. China just released new pictures of its Tiangong space station as Chinese astronauts and space officials made a public relations visit to Hong Kong. These images, taken about a month ago, show the Tiangong complex in its fully assembled configuration with 3 modules staffed by 3 crew members. A departing crew of 3 astronauts captured the new panoramic views of the Tiangong station in low Earth orbit on October 30th, shortly after departing the outpost to head for Earth at the end of a 6-month mission. These are the first views showing the Tiangong station after China completed assembling its 3 main modules last year. The TNA core module module is at the center of the complex. It launched on April 2021 with crew accommodations and life support systems for astronauts. 2 experiment modules named Wentian and Mengtian launched in 2022. The first team of Chinese astronauts arrived at the station in June of 2021, and Tiangong has been permanently staffed by rotating 3-person crews since June of 2022. Look at the images. This space station is ginormous. And finally, I'll leave you with this. A strange type of yellow glass that was discovered in 1933 in the Libyan desert may come from a meteorite, as analysis now shows. But the impact crater is still missing. The origin of the glass has been the subject of debate among scientists for almost a century, but some suggested it might be from volcanoes on the moon. Others proposed it's the product of lightning strikes. Other theories suggest it is the result of sedimentary or hydrothermal processes. But now, researchers from universities and science centers in Germany, Egypt, and Morocco say they have identified the Libyan desert glass as originating from the impact of a meteorite on the Earth's surface. Now, they just have to find that elusive crater. There you go. There's all the Fade to Black breaking news that you need for this Monday, December 4th, 2023. Fade to Black breaking news is produced by Renee Newman. I want to remind everybody, today's December 4th. It's the world premiere of season 2 of Into the Vortex on Gaia TV. The links for that are below. Head over to Gaia and check out season 2 of Into the Vortex with Jimmy Church. Tonight on Fade to Black, that's right, it's December 4th. I'm back. A full night of videos and images and some stories of my recent trip to Peru and Bolivia with the one and only Brian Forrester. So I'll see all of you tonight, but for now, go Beckley Tepe.